With Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil Requiem being right around the corner, I thought it was as best of a time as ever to finally play all of the Resident Evil games, since I've actually never played them, or at least not as much. And yes, I could have just made a long video where I played them all at once, but what's the fun in that? So I decided to start with Resident Evil 1, or more specifically Resident Evil 1 HD, which is the remastered version of it, again I think on the PS4. If I am correct, this is the first game in the entire franchise, because there's also a Resident Evil 0. Don't ask me about lore related things right now. Before I started up this beautiful game, I got presented with the choice of choosing between two characters that I would like to play as. I decided to opt in to play as Chris Redfield for no apparent reasons. Now from what I know about this game is if you choose Jill, you will get a different story compared to Chris in some areas. A lot of it is shared, but some little interactions between the characters are not. Also, another thing that I do know about is Jill, at least from what I found out after playing Chris, is considered to be the slightly easier character to play as because she has a bigger inventory, spawns with a pistol, is able to lockpick specific doors that Chris would not be, and so on and so forth that Mr. Dummy Dum unfortunately cannot, and I had to go with him because, you know, I'm already kind of dressed up as him. Don't mind the jacket, it was supposed to be an army vest, and yes, it is a fishing vest instead. Getting thrown right into the story, basically the best way to break it down is you are sent in as a backup team to go help out the team that was sent in originally into a mansion to figure out what the heck is happening, because there have been a lot of weird stuff in this area, and this area being Raccoon City, or well, like this whole vicinity is called Raccoon City. I'm going to be playing as Chris, but there are also other characters. There is Wesker and Jill, of course, whenever we make our way inside of the mansion after getting chased around by some dogs. From there, Chris separates from Jill and Wesker, which is basically where if you were to play Jill, you would have your own story separation from there. Right in the game, let's just break down the basics. Chris walks a lot. Apart from walking, there is also a lot of walking back and forth to the same locations. Then to put the cherry on top, doors. So many doors. And more specifically, a lot of door animations. This is how the PS1, I'm guessing, loaded this bad boy in back in the day. You didn't have to keep this for the PS4, but whatever. Also, honorable mention of how old this game is, it is the camera, which changes on its own. Basically, you walk from one area to another, and the camera will just kind of choose when it wants to change. So if you're holding your analog stick one area, you might decide to change it the second the camera changes, and then you're going to be going back and forth because you think that changing the analog stick will help out the character walking, but no, they programmed it so that if you're walking forward and the camera happens to change where you're looking, like let's say forward the character, so you think you'd have to turn it around where you'd be pulling into yourself instead of pushing forward. You think you'd have to change it, but no, you don't. It's very annoying. The only other game that I've ever played like this, at least from recent years, is God of War, at least the first God of War, and I hated it there too. Apart from that, the most important thing to mention is it is a puzzle game. A very, very, very difficult puzzle game for my brain, so get ready for a lot of messiness. To start this puzzle game off, I found some goodies, like an emblem. Take emblem. Okay. Doors that I can't open because they need an armor key and a sword key. Found my first zombie. Zombie. Hello. Ugh. No. Oh. What? Whoa. Wait, whoa. Okay, that's defend. Oh, there we go. Come at me. Oh, no. Oh god, it bit me again. Can I just like, oh, okay. And interacted with a body that I found nearby called Kenneth, who didn't have a great experience, it seems, because I think the zombie killed him. But hey, I got a tape off of him. From there, I was meant to go back and meet up with Wesker and Jill just to report about my findings, but they weren't there. But hey, at least I got a gun now. The hell happened here? After I attempted to open up more doors and, you know, they kept on coming back with the same thing of needing a specific key, I finally found one that worked, which brought me to a room with a statue in the middle with something shiny on top, but also a door and a doorless door, a hallway basically. I interacted with the door, and again, I unfortunately cannot go through it, but going down this hallway, I found a dagger, and the game decided it was time for me to try to use it, which I ended up stabbing this zombie on top of the head and trying to get out as fast as possible. It didn't actually die to it though, so I found out you can use shelves to push stuff around, so I just kind of blocked him in there for now. He's gonna stay there. Yeah, try to get out of that, bozo. Oh my god, look at him. Can I stab him from here? Since I didn't really know what to do after that, I decided I'm gonna walk around a tiny bit more and attempt more doors, and I ended up finding this metal gate door thingy. There were some spooky whines coming from there. Right after that, I was back in here, messing around with the shelf a tiny bit more. Huh. Well, now I have the F1 map, which is I guess going to be helpful to figure out maybe where the doors and rooms are in this goddamn place.
Uh-oh. What? Oh no, what do I do? How do I get a gun? How do I... No, oh my god, is it gonna kill me? What do I do? How do I... Oh? Equip. Oh. I killed her.
Yeah, not gonna be opening that thing again.
What the f... Okay, hello. Sure. Get down, sir. I'm wasting my bullets. Thank you, sir. Sure. Oh god. Sure. No, no. Am I dead? Oh. Oh no, we pushed him. Shank him. Shank him. Okay, don't. Get back up. Push it. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm a bloody genius. Can I jump down? No. Alright, we're gonna run around.
Well, now I found a Jew, and I don't really know what it does, so it's just gonna be staying in my inventory for now with all the other stuff that I keep finding. I did kind of struggle to figure out really what I was supposed to do for quite some time, but then I remembered that Kenneth, my boy who's just laying there, was actually by a door that I did try to originally interact with, but instead was told to go look for Wesker and Jill. You might be like, how the hell did you forget about that? Well, again, it takes so long to walk and there's so many distractions along the way, I forget a lot. Since this is a puzzle game, I probably should have been taking down better notes than just video notes. In this room, I found a green plant, which I do know from my past knowledge of Resident Evil games, which is super limited. This is actually used to heal me. Also, I might kind of recognize this plant from Fortnite. I did not have to tell you that fact, but Chris Redfield is in Fortnite and he does not look exactly the way that I thought he'd look. On my venture, I found an arrow and this key, and I wanted to take this said key, but I couldn't, since I don't have space and I can't drop things. Chris, you're really gonna be the death of me, aren't you? Trying to figure out how to make space in my inventory, I remembered I did pick up that shield emblem thingy a long time ago, so I tried to just put it back and it worked. Thank God. Going back to that room to try to pick up that freaking key, it turned out to be an Indiana Jones style of a situation, where if you pick up the key, you have to replace it with something either heavy enough, I assume, or that is exactly shaped like that key that I picked up. So for now, we're going to be putting it back. I'm not looking forward to being crushed by walls just yet. Huh, back to not knowing what to do, I guess. But I have this arrow and a blue gem and also the shield I put back. I love guideless games, especially puzzle games like this. I did end up spending some time wandering around and just trying every door possible and everything I could think of until I found a door that was inside of a painting. That was pretty easy to miss, but here we are. We're outside now. Finally, I'm making progress. It's been at least like 2 hours since I started playing this game. Don't judge me. Here, I found... Would you look at that? An arrow engraving. But my arrow didn't work. This is not a good situation to be in. I just spent so much time running around, and when I thought I found something, it was nothing. That's just great. From what I learned, it turns out that you can actually inspect your items, or at least like look into them, and by doing that and examining them, you can then do further action with them and then do stuff with them. Did I say them a lot? But do you understand? Basically, I took the arrow and I snapped it, and now I have the arrowhead, which allowed me to put it inside of this freaking clear arrowhead hole. This secret passage led me into a pretty creepy looking room, which is definitely very different from the mansion itself, which seems to be pretty like tonally accurate. There are 4 statue looking things, or I guess if you even want to call them like wall engravings. They don't have certain parts of their face, like no mouth, no eyes, no nose, and stuff like that. Also, I ended up finding a hanging coffin, which just doesn't look safe now, does it? But apart from that, of course, the most important thing is finally progression for what I'm supposed to do with this book of curses, which upon inspecting it, which I'm going to try to do as much as I can now to items that I found a key. Wow, I can open doors finally. Not a lot of doors, but at least some. With this key, I found a safe room, which presents me with two really useful things for this game. Number one, an item box where I can finally unload all of my loot that I find that I just don't think I need right now, like this shield or this gem or anything else that I find in the future. And on top of all of that, a typewriter, which is like the only way that you can save inside of this game. I know that this might seem kind of bizarre because a lot of people do play games or older games, and I also used to play old games, but playing most recent titles and having not only autosave or the free ability of saving whenever, wherever inside of the game, you really do realize how nice it is to have that, because back in the day the only way that you saved games was using a thing like this, which in this said game it's a typewriter, or getting to a specific checkpoint in a game. You were, you know, stuck on this save until you saved again. So if I die, I'm gonna be back here. That's awesome. Also, another added challenge onto this saving feature is you need ink to do it, which I think is, I guess, cool, but also so unnecessary, especially with Chris's full ass inventory all the time. And I made the mistake of carrying it around quite a lot, but you know, learn from my mistakes, I guess. From there, I found a door that specified that the doorknob would fall apart if it was used too much. Sure. How many times am I even gonna go through this door? From there, I found a bathroom with a bathtub full of water.
That's supposed to be a jump scare? Oh god. Oh god, I was about to say you're locked in here with me, but they unequipped my gun. You're locked! Oh! Oh. Well, I wasn't supposed to blow his brains out like right away, but oh my.
After that, I found a room with a shotgun, but Chris of course doesn't have space, so we can't pick it up for now. I found a way outside.
What the get out! Oh, did I kill it? Oh, I didn't kill it. 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 No. I think I killed it now.
Went back and emptied out my inventory and decided it was time to go take that shotgun. That'll be a good addition to the arsenal.
Huh? What did I do? Move! Oh, for God's sake. They don't let me take the shotgun.
Okay, guess I am not going to be getting the shotgun because it's another freaking Indiana Jones situation. Fine, I'll go venture around again. On my way around, I found a wooden mount. Okay, I lit a fireplace because I saw that freaking lighter in the top right corner. I was trying to burn everything possible and finally worked. Hallelujah. Apart from that, the only thing it showed me was a door that I can't open. Awesome. I ended up doing a loop-de-loop, which is, I guess, a good way of showing off how well designed this game is, because I took a completely different path from that room with the statue where I found the map before, and now I'm here where the bathroom is. Cool. Uh-oh. So this is how they're gonna make me walk around the map when that doorknob breaks, isn't it? It's a really, really long trek for context.
What the? Why? That actually got me. What the hell? Not cool, man.
From there, I found a kitchen that had zombies and doors, one of which needs electricity, and apart from that, I was just extremely confused. No idea what or where I'm meant to go or do. God, this happens so many times throughout this playthrough. But when confused, do the next best thing. Wander around for countless amount of time until you find something like this dog whistle. Okay. From the note that was with it, turns out there is some kind of balcony on the west side of the terrace where there is a dog that I need to get a color off of. Where the hell is that?
Oh. Yes, this card. I found a door. Oh my god. It only took me like an hour, you know, and trying to even look up guides that didn't help.
Wow. No more uses for that key. Progress, right? I hope. But also, I guess that does potentially mean that the dog collar is somewhere around here.
Where dog? Do I need to whistle? Okay. Use. Oh god. Oh god. Get off of me. Oh. Oops.
Yeah, Well, this is what happens when you die. Like I said, you get reset to your last save. Since that dog absolutely obliterated me, I decided I think I really want to get that shotgun. Just to be safe, I think I could probably take it out with my pistol, but since there looked like there was a second dog around the corner, I just, I can't afford to be reset all the way back here. I'm already spending like 10-ish minutes trying to wander around this goddamn mansion. Theory number one as to how I could potentially obtain this shotgun was using the wooden mount I found. It's called a wooden mount, I don't know.
Okay. Moment of truth, right? There we go. Take. Oh.
Yeah, no, that was a stupid theory. From here, I ended up actually looking it up just because I felt hopeless and I really just wanted to get it. Like, it's a shotgun. Come on, who doesn't want a shotgun? Turns out that there's an actual broken one somewhere that I can find, and it is located pretty close by the door where the dog is, basically. So they kind of make you go to that dog. Maybe, potentially, or if you're smart and played this game before, just go get the shotgun, then go kill the dog, which sounds completely wrong. It's a hellhound, okay? Zombies, hellhound, not a real dog. Fake dog. Ooh!
Okay, attempt number, who the hell knows what, but this should work, right? No, wait. Use. Finally, I have a shotgun.
Okay, there we go. We have the shotgun. Let's go get that freaking balcony dog, huh?
Okay, revenge doggy. Use. Oh my god. Oh! I think there's another.
Oh my god, he got freaking destroyed. But hey, at least I got the dog collar, and from that I got a coin. That's not a key, but at least it's shaped like that key thing that I tried to interact with earlier.
I'm back where I don't want to be. It was a full loop. Oh, you're up. Progress. This means it's progress. I got a trophy. Seeing red. Defeat a crimson head. What the frick is a crimson head?
Well, that was a new guy. From what I understand, they are normal zombies that come back to life as crimson heads. So you kill a zombie, or there's already a dead zombie in a certain place, and after some time, they turn into more mutified monster-like zombies, which I think is cool, and it offers up a bit of like stress walking around the map. So, you kill a zombie, pretty easy, and then you can come back after a while when you progress in the story, because that's the only way that they seem to spawn in. You could end up having an awful experience trying to fight one of these crimson heads. Again, I think I'm playing this on like a super easy mode. Not what I was hoping for, but here we are. And my theory as to this coin working in this place didn't work, but there was of course something that I didn't do, which I was very silly for not attempting like instantly when I did the coin. I interacted with the collar and I thought I was done, but nope, interacting with the coin presents you with a key. I ended up actually finding a door pretty fast. I didn't note down locations that needed specific keys, so I'm just gonna be walking around and interacting with every door possible. In here I found a piano, and then I somehow got super lucky with an interaction that I just did accidentally.
That did look like I could push it. What's that?
So what am I gonna do with this musical score? Can I interact with the piano? Not really. Okay. I did actually somehow remember a door that I could open, which was by the wooden mount location. I'm really obsessed with this wooden mount, aren't I? Oh, Rebecca and Richard. I'm pretty sure these are the people that we came to rescue.
He needs serum.
Got bit by a snake.
In another room.
Oh, he can actually like fully sprint run. That would be great for this, wouldn't it? Haha. Fucking Chris, god damn it. So the serum was actually located in a place I didn't bring up a while ago, but I probably should have, because remember that place where I died to the dog? Well, if I, instead of going to fight the dog right away by whistling and attracting it, I could have walked down the stairs and found a safe room where I would have been able to save and not have to walk all that way again. We learn from our mistakes. Here I did find the serum, and I made my way back to the place where I found them, but he was dead. What the hell was the point of that? Okay. Going through some doors, I did find this room that was super dark, and somehow I was able to move a thing around here but not interact with anything. Makes complete sense. Everything that I tried to walk up to, too dark in here. But you can push around a huge wardrobe? What? Okay. I mean, I guess it's big, so maybe You can just see, I can see stuff clearly, but the game can't. I assumed you could get a flashlight out of here, so I left, which will be back here very soon, that's for sure. From there, I did some searching around and found a letter from a Martin Crackhorn, who wrote about a virus breaking out of a lab. Well, that explains why there's freaking zombies in here. From there, I found a lure of like a gold bee wasp looking thing, a button that also did nothing for that. Okay. From there, zombies attacked me.
What the hell? Oh, hello. Well, I'm definitely in the right spot, that's for sure. Oh, no, 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 stupid camera! I have my buddy! What the hell, man? This stupid freaking camera system. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, no. No, no. I don't know how to stop this. Somebody open the door. Yes, go through. Oh. What the hell? They're all opening the doors.
But hey, look, I got a new room with crows.
Oh god, there's so many colors. Oh dear, what am I supposed to do here?
So basically, from what I understood, I need to match the colors on her to these paintings.
What? No! I'm sorry! I didn't save! I didn't save! I didn't save! How did I stop? Okay, chill, chill, chill. Get away. Go through the... Oh no. Oh, okay, you're just a chill guy. Holy macaroni. Noni moni boni. What?
Okay, let's try that again.
Ooh. It's orange. Okay, okay, okay. Wearing a necklace. This needs to be purple. Deep red. No. Wait, what? Oh, wait. There's other colors on the other side. I'm guessing this will be blue. I really hope it'll be blue. Oh, green. Perfect. And now this should be blue as well. Pure white. Okay, then that's not it. Purple! Where did it? I just did it by myself. I'm doing it. Definitely not because the game was like, oh, they're wearing this thing, so it must be this thing. Yippee! Secret door, secret door, secret door! Oh, death mask. Huh?
So from doing that, I got a death mask. It does seem to have parts of a face. Is this one of those weird statues that I found before? Yep. That was for the statue thing I found before. And in fact, that coffin is gonna be falling down. I knew that wasn't safe. Probably a boss in there, isn't there? God damn it. From here, once again, wandering around, my favorite activity inside this game, with a goal at least set in place for once, and that is to find these masks, since I assume that once I find all the masks, I fight something that pops out of the coffin, and then hopefully I'll make more progress in the story. From there, I found some more doors, one with a tiger head. Can't really do much in here, but okay. Found a keeper's diary, which described the outbreak in some insane detail. Like, genuinely, what the hell, man.
At around 5 a.m., Scott woke me up, scared the shit out of me too. He was wearing a protective suit. He handed me another one and told me to put it on. Said there's been an accident in the basement lab. Basement lab? I've been wearing the damn spacesuit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and feels itchy all over. Scratched the swelling on my arm and a piece of rotten flesh just dropped off. What else happening to me? Fever gone but itchy. Today hungry and eat doggy food. Itchy itchy. Scott came ugly face, so killed him. Tasty. Itchy tasty. What?
I will say these notes do actually progress the story in a nice way without having to have character-to-character interaction. Old games, so they probably tried to avoid as much. What, like the last time that I interacted with someone was Rebecca and Richard's freaking dead and Rebecca's just gone. Where the hell did she go? After that, I ran around some more and I found this room.
What the frick is that?
Yeah, this is definitely not a zombies game anymore. I didn't really know what to do with this. I don't know what it is. It looks like a plant, but it also has like weird like tentacle-like looks to it. I thought that maybe by turning one of the switches some way, like since the water turns off, something would happen, but it did nothing. I tried to burn it. That theory wasn't good. I tried to do anything, shoot it, try to use a flashbang, which turns out you can't really use apart from on zombies' faces and then blow their heads up. It was just kind of there. But you see, this is the point where I was like, oh wait, right, I have a lighter. Like I lit that fireplace. Why didn't I just try to light something in that dark room? Yeah, there are candles in here. Don't come at me, man. There's too much to think about this game. I feel like I am really working backwards at this stage though. But I did get a second musical thing, which I do know you can also combine stuff. So I combined the two, and now I have one musical thing. Can I go play the piano now?
Why is his eyes opening so much?
Oh dear God, he's terrible. Hey, Rebecca, where the hell did you go? Never mind, she also can't freaking play the goddamn piano. She told me to come back. I have no idea what the hell you mean by come back. Side note, this is actually one of the things that I found out after doing some research recently. If I were to play Jill, she would have been able to complete this on her own, but Chris is not good at playing the piano. So now I have to just basically wait for Rebecca to finish learning how to play it. I had absolutely no idea how this was going to happen. I wandered around as much as possible, walking back into the room as much as possible. Nothing was working. So once again, I went onto the internet to just try to find out what is it that I need to do. And there were two theories. One of them said that I should pick up the shield and go back into the room. Another one specified that you just need to go back to the place where Jill, Chris, and Wesker originally split up, you know, the main area of the mansion, and then just walk back. So what I decided to do was both of them at the same time, and it actually seemed to work. I think it was the main mansion thing, but also got a bit of a spoiler as to what item I'm gonna need. But hey, progress. After she did that, it opened up a secret door where I found out some more lore about a character, and from there I picked up a gold shield. Okay, and put back this weird ugly one, and I managed to get out.
She gonna...
Were you all right in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, this bit just gets me every single time. It's the way he said, yeah, it's just brilliant acting. Brilliant. 1996. Did they re-record them for 2002 or even this game? Whatever they did. Brilliant. After placing the new shield in the same spot that the old one was at, I got access to a clock that was inside of this dining room. And this clock was super confusing for a few reasons. Number one, for some odd reason, everything was inverted. So small hand was big hand was small hand, left was right, and right was left. I spent so long turning the wrong ones the wrong way, trying to see if something would work, until I made my way all the way around the clock to 6 p.m. on the dot, and thank God that worked. Thank God I went for the old clocks first instead of 6:35 or something. God, I'd be at this for forever. But hey, new key! Once again, I don't think I finished with the other key yet. What? Okay. I decided to run around and try to look for doors, and for some odd reason, the first door that popped to mind, and I swear to God, I did not cheat on this. I didn't look it up. I tried to look up as little as possible, and I am going to tell you when I look stuff up. It was this weird cobweb door that caught my attention, and also I guess because the other musical thing was here. And yeah, there we go.
What's behind this door? What is all that white stuff on that door? Okay. Excuse me? Excuse me? What's this? It's a death mask. I haven't saved him forever. 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 I haven't saved him forever.
I wasn't expecting to find a giant snake in there. Yeah, that was interesting. But hey, new death mask. Put that bad boy in. I'm coming for you, coffin boss fight. Huh? Yeah? You're gonna come to life? You're gonna fight me? Well, I'm ready. Once again, absolutely stuck. Really bad. This damn key better be close to its last uses or I'm gonna freak out. It was this door. Yep, there was this one huge door that I just walked past multiple times. I assumed it was an elevator. I think I interacted with it at the beginning of the game and just never came back to it. We learned from our mistakes. Here there was a pretty easy puzzle. Basically, when I walked in, these statues popped out of the sides of knights and then I just had to push them in, and if I pushed one in, another one would pop out. So I just had to figure out which ones I push in and the other ones don't pop out when I push that one in. And I managed to do it, and boom! Another death mask. Yes, my arsenal glows. Grows, yes. Once again, what the hell do I do? It's probably that plant thing, isn't it? That damn freaking plant thing. What does it need? What do I put it? It was this poison bag. I found it before. I completely forgot about it. Did I spend another half an hour looking around for it? Maybe. Oh my God, finally poisoned that freaking plant and got the mask. I was correct. And again, once again, my own theory. I didn't spoil this bad boy. I just... I am a puzzle solver. Mainly a real life puzzle solver. The ones that you place on a table and look at matching stuff. Not a freaking video game puzzle solver. But I did this. Me!
The last mask. About to go in. Uh, I have no idea what's inside of this. Oh god. Uh-oh. Oh, is that just a what the frick is that? No, 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 no. You know what? Shotgun. I didn't bring many shells, so this might be a regret that I'll have. Ow. Okay, we're still pretty good on health. I think I'm playing on easy. Oh god, I just shot up. Blasted his belly. Is he down? So was that just supposed to be like a normal crimson? What?
Well, there you go. Got the freaking boss. Just a crimson head. That was a bit anticlimactic. And now I have this emblem thing. Metal and stone emblem, okay? It kind of looks like a hexagon, which I guess could go into the metal door. It did. But where the hell do I get the second one? Okay. Do I need the last key? What's happening? I'm scared. Help. Please, help. From here, it took me a while to fully figure out what was the actual next step, but I did remember that strange metal door that had that weird 8-sided hole in it, so I decided to go check it out. And it fit, and it opened the door. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we're making progress. How the hell I spent too much time. This game is like, there's a trophy to finish it in 3 hours. I took 200 hours, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Did this. Oh my god, what is this place? I found a courtyard with dogs, a hole, a pool, an electric thing that needs another thing. Basically, I was very stuck again. I had no idea until I went back to like the main place that I walked through that metal door to, and there were stairs. This map is very confusing. Everything just kind of blends in, but here we are. We found another location where I was able to complete a little puzzle with dog heads spinning around, and then a gate opening up, and then a place with crows, but it was also like a graveyard, and then I progressed further, and I walked up this like little path, and then I found a hut, and inside of this hut, not only was it a safe place, thank god I was able to save, but also, look at that. I'm pretty sure that can be used on that pool thing. All I have to do is walk back.
Huh? What the hell? Ugh. Oh. Why is it watery?
Yeah, I don't really know what that thing was. So there was like a note in there with like somebody who was talking weird, and it looked like a child was talking about like their family and blah blah blah. But I think it was that thing. Whatever that thing is, it's weird looking. It didn't want to die. It scared me, and it came back to life. So we are getting the hell out of this house and not coming back to that place, even if it is a safe place. Not very safe in my opinion. Anyway, I used that crank thingy that I found, and I got a 240p cutscene playing. But hey, at least the water is gone and I can finally make more progress. Okay, so I need a battery to power this elevator, but there's also a waterfall that says that there's something behind it. Do you think if I put in the battery wherever I find it, it'll turn off the waterfall? Well, for now, I think I'm gonna keep moving on because I don't think I can do much in here. Progressing on, I found a new area where I was finally indoors, no more outside, or at least no more creepy lady outside door room house place. Gotta say, this mansion is huge, which makes complete sense because it is a mansion, but I'm jealous. That's all I'll say. I'm very jealous. Here, of course, there are more rooms and a safe spot, which I am going to take because it's been a while since I've saved.
What the freaking frick? What the hell, man? What? No. No.
Yeah, that scared the absolute crap out of me. I don't have arachnophobia, but man, these things are big and they give me the heebie-jeebies. Don't like that. Here, I found some stuff, like a book, some different colored oil lamps, a pool table that emphasized the numbers on the balls on the pool table, which gave me a theory.
What? Hey, stop shaking your booty. Oh. I did not see you there, sir. Did I kill it? Oh, I did not. So there's orange lamp, green lamp, red lamp. There has to be more lamp. I'm gonna take a wild assumption and say that the colors of the billiard balls are associated to those. So there's red, green, and orange. Red, I should light red, then orange, then green. So this is red, orange, and lastly, green. Huh? Wait, actually there's stuff underneath it. An ab ball. Did I just,
Yeah, that theory was incorrect. Only good thing to come from this was that I got not only the colors, the numbers, and there's those weird eyes that pop out from the bottom of the oil lamps. Guess I'll note those down in case they come up in the future.
what the freaking frick? Okay. Scared the crap out of me. What?
I did find a Plant 42 report, which kinda explains the whole big plant in the mansion and that tentacle that tried to kill me a while ago.
What? Oh, hello. I for God's sake. Stab! You know what? That was so unnecessary. Oh. Oh, look at me. Yes, yes.
Down here, I used my brain for the most part and discovered that I could push these huge boxes into the water. Did I think that 2 was enough and forgot that there was a third box that I could also push into this corner? Maybe, but after that, I was able to make more progress through another door.
What the hell? What the hell? Why the hell are there sharks in here? Run, Chris! Chris, you fool! Kill him! I'm like super low on ammo.
Yeah, that was pretty devastating. Anyway, I had to go through all this stuff that I just did a while ago. Thank God I don't have to do the puzzle stuff again, especially since I just took it down, but I still had to run all the way back. And when I got there, I tried to run through that freaking fish tank, whatever you want to call it, the flooded area. I tried to open a door, didn't work. Then I opened another door and there's more plant stuff. Freaking Plant 42 is pissing me off. What do I do now? Where do I... I'm stuck again. I did find a room though. Would you look at that? And inside of this room, I got a residence key. More keys. Give them. Just give them to me. I'll take it. Just whatever. I need one more. It's not a residence key, but I'll take it. And then by using that key, I got into another room where I got a control room key. That's the place that I tried to walk on that water place thingy.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Whew. Whew. Excuse me?
Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
What? What do I do? Oh God, what do I do?
Somehow, my random pressing of things at random times inside of this place worked out in my favor. Basically, I just had to make sure that the walls closed off before not only did the shark break it, but I'm guessing the water pressure crushed me inside of here, which probably would have killed me. But hey, I did it. In this newly drained area, I found this big boy, the one that killed me a while ago, and power that could electrocute me. Nah, what's the worst thing that could happen? So I haven't saved in a very, very long time again. I'm back to where I was before I died earlier. So I'm 2 steps back. That's great. This one really hurt. Really hurt. So by doing everything again, I'm back in this place. Instead of jumping into it, I'm gonna do something else. Huh, so your mother Neptune, one big girl. What the hell are they doing in this place? From this, I obtained another new residence key. This is the 3rd one that I have. I'm pretty sure this opens up a gallery door that I have walked past a good few times, where I was able to find a dude who had a pretty bad experience with some bees. Oh, another key. Key. Great, just great. With it, I did get access to a brand new location where I found out even more lore about the plant and a specific thing that would poison it, which is like this weird combination of stuff you basically need to make the thing at the bottom. So for now, I'm gonna take this down because I think it might come in use in the future. You know, we're learning how puzzle games work. Also, remember that book that I found a while ago? Well, I was able to finally use it. This part of the game, I unfortunately cannot show you because YouTube is probably gonna flag it if I do, and I don't want this video to, you know, be only viewable to 18+ viewers. Basically, it's a naked woman. You have to match the books in a correct order to make a naked woman. The only reason I'm telling you this is because it opened up a new door, and here...
What is she doing here?
Rebecca! It's no use. Roots are in the basement. You can...
No!
What?
Take that file. It'll tell you how to make the potion to kill this thing. Use it on its roots. Hurry!
Chris!
What? Do I get to play as a different character? Whoa. This is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, Chris is screwed, but I get to play as a new character. I thought this was only gonna be Chris's story. That's pretty cool. Basically, I need to make that poison thing that I told you about before. And again, if I were playing Jill, turns out I would have been able to just play as her and make this thing. And I have to switch to Rebecca, which I guess is kind of like missing out on the opportunity to play as a different character. So I'm kind of all for this. To get to the place where I was able to make this poison, I finally was able to use those eyeballs and numbers that I found earlier, which hallelujah, I saved that stuff. It made my life easier. Inside of the chemical place, once again, my note taking did pay off, and I was able to make this chemical thing by basically creating numbers. There were numbers on the wall, and I had my own like chemical numbers for water and stuff like that, and then I basically had to like dilute them, combine them, dilute them, combine them until I got a brown liquid, which was the poison. From there, I had to make my way down to that place where I found the plant 42 stuff earlier and just spray it, right? Or like pour on it, whatever. It's dead, it's gone, and my boy is free. I did try to run around a tiny bit and figure out what I was supposed to do as Chris, but I didn't really know, so instead I decided to go save. I am not dying to this plant and losing all that freaking progress. That took forever. Back with the plant, I thought that fire maybe could do the job. I tried to light the fireplace. That was just really stupid, and turns out that instead all you have to do is just shoot it.
What now? Back. Out. Oh. Are you kidding me? Herbicide. Defeat plant 42 using Chris. Well, ain't that just swell? That's all I had to do.
Oh my god. Is that the last key? Oh my god. I have the last key. The piece of letters he starts, it's finally with me. Oh my god, it took so long to get to this point. Oh my god, on my way back to the mansion, I ran into Rebecca again, which was an awkward interaction, but she gave me a walkie-talkie to contact Brad, my boy in the chopper. Ran into Wesker, but no Jill. Okay, strange.
Excuse me? Frickin' lizard? A hunter? What the frick is this game? I thought Resident Evil was about zombies. What?
And yeah, got attacked by lizard dudes who scared the crap out of me. No idea why the hell there's lizard dudes now, but considering there is a huge shark, a plant, zombies, and red crimson zombies, and weird Cthulhu stuff, or whatever you want to call that, like chained up coffin. Who was that? I'm not surprised by this not being a zombies game anymore. I knew it was always weird, but I always assumed that zombies was like, you know, the basic thing, but turns out it's just a lot of goobity goos. Goobity goos everywhere. That's where they are, goobity goos, yeah. From here, I played my favorite game of which door is which. By that I mean I just opened up every single door possible and tried to use the key as many times as I could. From this, I found a jewelry box that had a hole in it, and since I had a gem or jewel, I thought that maybe combining the blue jewel with it would work. It does not. I found a new room that I could open and managed to find some interesting information, mainly on an X day, and that the star people who Chris and Jill and Wesker are. Wesker, you got some explaining to do, my guy. Also on top of that, I finally got introduced to the Umbrella Corporation, or just Umbrella, right? The Umbrella, not Academy. That's a show on Netflix. The Umbrella. I know about these guys because how could you not? It's like one of the most infamous things about Resident Evil games. In this room, there was a puzzle where there was basically 3 different animals. One of them was an eagle that kept on spying on me by looking everywhere that I went, but he was also a bit delayed, so he was a bit special. But there was also 2 different heads on both sides. They had different jewels that I was able to obtain by pushing a little cupboard up to it, going on top of it, interacting with it, but making sure that the eagle didn't look at me in the correct amount of speed. Don't ask me how I figured this out. I spent way too much time in this room, but I got there. Now I have 2 more jewels. Frick am I supposed to do with these? I already have one. Maybe they're for the jewelry box, but I don't have time for that right now. After that, I did actually remember that there was a door that I specifically tried to open so many times with different keys, and it was this one.
What the heck? Jump scare. Oh, what the frick? What the fricky dicky? Goodbye. Do they want me to fight you now? I don't think I'm prepared. I'm not prepared. Oh. Oh no. I'm not prepared. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Do it. Oh crap. I have 15 bullets to my name. Come on, sneaky. Did I get it? Nope. 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 Bang. Oh, I got it. Rip.
Yeah, I had to fight the snake, Rip Snake. But hey, look, I got a Last Book Volume 2. I did try to interact with it like I do with everything that I find now, but it just kind of didn't do anything. So I guess I'll be back to that later. After that, I somehow found the last door for this key. Wow, am I done with keys for once? Probably not, considering there was like a bunch of residence keys, but that's okay. That's okay. It took me a while to figure out what to do here, as per usual, but it was pretty self-explanatory. Just push the statue into the middle, make it be crushed fully, walk over, press a button where the walls reopen, try not to get crushed again, push the thing fast enough into the spot. Thankfully, it was pushed in on its own, like I didn't have to push it perfectly, and then we did it. Cool. From here, I got access to a secret room where I found the first volume of the last book. Doesn't seem like very last if there is 2 different freaking versions of it now, is there? But also I found out some information about George Trevor, which from looking into it, he is the original architect of this mansion, if I am correct. Please tell me I am. I'm trying my best to understand the lore as best as I can. Also, he was killed. Basically, whoever killed him put him in here and put down his gravestone. So I went through the gravestone.
Ah, no. Freaking hell, man. Ah, no. Die. Holy jump scare. I hear another one, I think. Did I just turn on power? Oh, the kitchen. I think I just turned on power. Can I use the elevator?
No. I don't know how to access the elevator. Why did it say the power's on, but I can't go through the elevator? Okay, what to do? They have the freaking jewelry box, and I guess I didn't try the jewels yet. Maybe a different one will work. I just don't know what a circular hole. It was the first one that I tried. It was the red one. I should have done this before, shouldn't I? But hey, at least I turned something on from that little adventure that I went on a while ago. Now, for this next part, it was basically like a puzzle, which, as I told you, I got some experience of real-life puzzles. You know, I've solved my 1,000 pieces from time to time. So, this took me way longer than I thought. It was just more confusing than I expected. But there we go. We got it. And from that, another key. But this one actually does ring a bell, more specifically because it specifies it's the Spencer family key, which I do know that there is a door literally super close, but I can't walk through because there's a broken doorknob, so I had to walk around for like 5 to 10 minutes to try to get there to try to open the door. And then when I opened the door, I got even more unlucky because I ended up skipping a cutscene that played I heard the beginning of the cutscene, which was Rebecca screaming, and then I had no idea what I was supposed to do. She's fine, right? For context, I tried to pause the game while the cutscene played. The only reason I tried to pause it was because I wasn't expecting, number one, my dog to start freaking out in the background, and I had to go check out what the hell was happening, basically barking at someone. But also, I didn't expect there to be a cutscene, so I tried to pause, and it turns out it just skipped that cutscene. You'll understand why I'm so freaking pissed off in a while. Anyway, here I found a second metal emblem thing. There's some good in it, I guess. But it's only metal. I can't put it into the hole because it needs the stone outline. Just when I think I make good progress, they tell me to stop. Genuinely, I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, finally, good progress. And nope, back to square one, baby. Back to being lost and confused. I tried a lot of different things, a lot of places, until, as it has happened many times before, if you spend way too much time walking around and trying to retrace your steps, you finally remember stuff, and more specifically, where the freaking elevator actually turns on. Wow, it was this place that I found super long ago, but I completely forgot about because I played this game like, you know, multiple different days, so I'm not going to remember absolutely everything. For future reference, I am going to be taking down notes whenever I play these games because these puzzles are killing me, but they're pretty good as well. I can't complain. Me complaining is just me being me. It's a pretty good game. Anyway, I went down, and here I didn't find much, but I did find a battery. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember this? Remember that? Yeah, remember that place with the thing where I'm supposed to put the thing? Yeah, the waterfall. Maybe finally I can go see what's through that waterfall. I'm not going crazy, you're going crazy. Let's go put this battery in and see where it takes me.
I'm gonna finally be able to do this. Hallelujah. Oh my goodness. At last.
It brought me back up to the place where I've already been. This was the breaking point. This was the point where I just sat there and I was like, you're telling me I spent so much time looking for a battery that I really hoped would, you know, do a lot of progress for the story because it was so far ahead of the story, and you're telling me all it did was activate an elevator? Fine, I'll put on my thinking cap. The only theory that I have is the reason that they made me have this elevator is so that I have to go and basically return on the 240p pool. Maybe people. People. What is happening? Sorry. Let's get back to the video. I had to walk around a lot for this bad boy, and I ended up going back to the place where that creepy ass woman, lady, girl thing was, and thankfully it wasn't here anymore. But I got the crank, made my way back, put it in, and hallelujah, it worked. I was wondering why they made me keep it, because I expected me to put it in and then just never let me pick it up again or something like that, but turns out I had to put on the water again. I assumed that maybe stopped the waterfall. There was like a little note that they played that said you can hear a waterfall in the distance when I first drained it. Wow. New place. Tunnels. I was lost. I ended up wandering around a bit. I found this shaft and this weird mechanism thing. Okay. I went through some more tunnels and I found Enrico, who was shot by someone. He said that there's somebody double crossing, so I assume it's either a new character that I don't know yet or it's Wesker. It's Wesker, isn't it? His glasses make him look evil. He just looked evil this entire time. I don't trust that guy. After exploring more of the tunnels though after this, I stumbled upon this place, which required me to poke this hole with a hexagonal thing. Basically, poke it with something. I had no clue what this thing was. I did try to use a crank I got off of Enrico's body back at this body place, but it didn't work, which is stupid. You see, this was the correct item I was using, but for some odd reason, this specific location, when I interact with it, it's like, yeah, you're not supposed to use this. Then when I went into my inventory, it was like, no, you're not supposed to be using this, you little silly Billy. I was. It's just you had to be perfectly angled for it to work. So 20 minutes later, I did something that I already knew I was supposed to do, but there we go. Managed to twist and turn the floor. I guess that's pretty cool. Get a plus in my books. Once I went through the path, I found a flamethrower. Holy moly.
Huh? Did I just activate something? Huge boulder blocks the way. Oh! Well, good thing that I saved. That scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, that scared the crap out of me. I was really not expecting a freaking boulder to crush me.
Run! Chris, run! Oh. Oh. Okay, we did it. His beautiful eyes. Excuse me? Is this where I get to use this bad boy? No! Die, spider! Die! Oh god, it's not burning as easily. Burn! Was that it? That was very underwhelming. But you know what? Heck yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm playing this game on like easy mode because that spider went down way too easy, but hey, I got to use a flamethrower for a brief second. From there I picked up the knife, which I assumed was new, but nope, it's the knife that you spawn into the game with. Anyway, I used it to break these webs open and progress a tiny bit further, where I had to put away my flamethrower, unfortunately. Well, it was fun for the 0.5 seconds I got to experience it. From there, I found out I needed that crank thing again that I used a while ago, so I had to go and retrace my steps again. That's awesome. Back at the place, I had to avoid a boulder, but then after that, I was able to go through a secret path and complete another puzzle, which gave me a cylinder after successfully doing it. This looked a lot like that shaft thing that I found, so I combined both of them, and then it presented with like a mechanism that I could turn around and create Roman numerals. I really wasn't sure what I was supposed to do with it. I spent quite a lot of time trying to press stuff, but by pressing stuff it twisted, so I just kind of, did the next best thing and went back and tried to put it back into the whole thing that I found it in originally, and it worked. It gave me numbers. Turns out that those Roman numerals that I found on it, yeah, I should probably noted them down because I need to recreate it, put it back in, and put the numbers back in. Which after successfully doing, it gave me access to an elevator. Look at me go, I'm on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. Here, I found a chest. Okay, no safe spot, that's strange. On top of that, I found a place that had a crusher. I think I'm gonna have to crush something in here. Progressing further, I found a weird looking place that was very confusing. And on top of that, that ugly ass creepy woman thing, which was chasing around me, and I'm guessing was here purposefully to try to complete a certain thing, because when I pulled a lever that was nearby, it opened up a spot that looked a lot like it needed a flamethrower. Bad news is I left my flamethrower all the way back in it's been a while, back in like the second boulder, which I've progressed quite a lot since then, so that's awesome. No wonder they gave you a freaking item box. They expected you to pick it back up, go back with it, and put it back so that you could, reuse it here. I refused to make my way all the way back there. I was getting very, very, very annoyed about the fact that I have to constantly walk back and forth, so instead what I decided to do was kind of just do another thing that was nearby, which was to push this box onto a transporter thing, and then I went over and crushed it because of course I wanted to see what the box would do if I crush it.
Oh, let's go! Ah, that's just beautiful. They knew that people like me exist that just forget about the flamethrower.
Oh my god, I was so happy I didn't retrace my steps. Oh my god, like the fact that this gave you a flamethrower, they knew people like me exist and they just saved me like at least 10 minutes. Thank you. Seriously, thank you.
What the frick? What in the torture chamber?
Well, this place is creepy as hell. Dolls and stuff. What the hell is wrong with that girl? I assume this is her room. Here I did find a jewelry box that I did think that I was supposed to put jewels into, but nope. All you have to do is just interact with it and it opens up. Inside, I did find out some lore about her. And more specifically, I'm pretty sure this is a girl called Lisa, which is somehow connected to this mansion, and Lisa ate her mom, I think. It looked like she might have eaten her mom. Yeah, I don't really know, but it's kind of messed up. I don't like that. She's creepy looking. What the hell is this place? Chris, you gotta get out of here. But another amazing thing that I found inside this box is the stone outline for the emblem. Ladies and gentlemen, I have both of the emblems in, and upon opening the door, progressing through finally, I found Wesker, who was fighting Lisa. Now, unfortunately, Lisa didn't have the best ending.
What the hell is that gonna reveal? Oh, nothing, just a door. Oh. An end to a poor girl's misery. What the hell? Wesker, what the frick was that, man?
Yeah, so I pushed over rocks and she fell to her death. Don't really know why she did that, but rip Lisa, I guess. She has her mom now. Okay. Going further, I found a huge door that I couldn't open and a fountain with 2 symbols on the sides. And since I was super confused about what those books were used for before, I did have a note about what was at the back of those books, and it was exactly lining up with these things. The only thing I was confused with was how the hell do I get those things out of the books? You just interact with them on the side. Yep. Turns out you can just look at the side and it opens them up. Yeah, this is annoying. But at least it's finally done. I have access to an elevator and oh, wow, we're finally at this lab that I've heard so much about. Making my way through the lab itself, here I found doors that required a lot of power. Until I stumbled upon a room where I found out quite a lot for this location. For one, there was x-rays that I was able to put up to a light and a little note by those x-rays that said to arrange them in alphabetical order. By doing that, I'll unlock something. I did try to do that a few times and I couldn't really get it. I did have the names in alphabetical order, but for now it isn't doing anything. So we're gonna move on to the next thing, which was another note from John, who wrote to Ada. ADA. In this, he yapped a bit about the outbreak, blah blah blah, nothing interesting, but also he did mention that he is going to be using his name as a login and her name as a password. To what? Is there a computer nearby? As I was looking for that in this room, I did find a switch that turned this room red. Now specific organs on those x-rays are glowing red. I am going to move on from this place for now, just to kind of explore a bit more of the place, but I did take a note about those things that I just learned. Walking around, there were some zombies to kill and shoot here and there, and then I found this room that was kind of really messed up. There was just a lot of stuff in here, but most importantly, a computer. Well, that was pretty easy. From here, I put in John as the login, Ada as the password, and I was in. I kind of love the 90s like look to this computer. From there, I was presented with 2 options. One of them was to open one specific area and another one to open another specific area. The first one needed a password. Okay. I decided to try out Ada. Didn't work. So from there, I decided to just instead try the next door and that one opened up. So instead of trying to figure that first password out for now, I decided to go and look into that room. In this place, I was able to find a floppy disk drive that I interacted with and I put an ammo disk into. I found this ammo disk back at the x-ray place, and from this, it looks like the progress on one of the biggest doors that I haven't had access to is opening. Okay. I guess I need 2 more maybe ammo discs. I was stuck for a while trying to figure out what that password could potentially be. I knew it was definitely something to do with those x-rays, especially since, you know, they said like arrange them alphabetically and then try. I didn't think it was going to be the names of the people, which just felt a bit too overcomplicated. So I tried to sit there and remember what organ parts the parts are. Probably the most freaking confusing one was esophagus. I didn't know how to spell that one, but I'm pretty sure it's an E, which means that the password should be cell. Huh. That was easy. In this new room, I made a lot of discoveries. For one, Wesker is basically the bad guy, like the main bad guy, like I said. Top of that, they're making some weird ass experiments here, like those dogs, lizards, plant, so on and so forth, and they're not just like accidental breakout things, like they were genuinely experimenting with them in here. And also, on top of that, I learned of a tyrant dude, who seems to be like the main big bad guy, I think, of the ending, basically the boss fight. That's exciting, he looks scary. Also, found a second floppy disk and I managed to make progress in that. The biggest issue that came from this was the third and last floppy disk. Okay, so I had to use the internet again because I just didn't know where it could potentially be. I looked everywhere that I could and had access to, and turns out that this last floppy disk was back at that tiger that I found, oh my god, so long ago in this video. That tiger has the ability of taking the yellow jewel that I put into it and then rotating and revealing the floppy disk. Now for the purpose of this video, I am skipping a lot of, the walking around, but this took me a really long time to do. Not only the trek up, but then the trek down. And this is the point of the game where I kind of regret not knowing this stuff, because I think if I made some of these discoveries before and then progressed with it as I was supposed to originally, I had to walk a lot at the end of this game. But anyway, I got that disc, made my way to a location that is very like steamy and red, and put the last floppy disk in, which opened up the door. Huh. So Jill is alive. Around this point of the game, I was really like up to here, which kind of sucks. All of the walking around and getting the floppy disk and stuff like that, especially the one that was at the Tiger, I was really hoping I didn't have to walk back and forth again. Thankfully, by spamming X and just walking around everywhere I possibly could, I did find a, which looked a lot like a thing that I found earlier that I put in, refueled up, and now I have to walk. I've been running this entire time. You're telling me there's a faster walk than this? Are you kidding me? Fucking stupid ass game. God damn, I thought I was walking this entire time, but I was freaking running. Are you kidding me? Can I not sprint? Why can't I sprint? Are you happy, game? I put the thing in. Are you happy? What do I do next? Huh? What do I do next? This thing I found earlier. Press it. Yeah, there we go. Elevator active. Where's this elevator? Where is it? Oh, never mind. There's the elevator.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Wesker's evil.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella.
She's with Umbrella.
Stars were Umbrellas. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed Enrico with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
Oh.
Enrico? Yes. I'm a fair man. I'll destroy all of you Stars along with this entire place.
What the hell? Oh, it's the Tyrant. I don't have bullets for him. Oh. He's a creepy creation. Ugly boy. Is that a heart outside of his body? Uh-oh. Oh! Well, Red Wesker. Typical villain death. Hey man, I don't know how to defeat you. I have no bullets. I think I have a knife though.
Come
Maybe
on,
not.
you test tube freak.
Video game, please. Give me bullets. Are you actually kidding me? There's no bullets. Oh no. Oh no. Excuse me. Ow. How the hell am I supposed to defeat you if I don't have ammo? Oh my god, a note. Blah, blah, blah. I genuinely have no ammo. I just went into a boss fight with 0 ammo. I just went into a boss fight, 0 ammo. I just went into a boss fight with 0 ammo. I thought they'd give me some. I think I have to die, like this. Okay, Tyrant, kill me because I don't have ammo. Well, that's a death.
Okay, note to self. Do not go into a boss fight without ammunition. This is extremely important. So basically what I decided to do was just look up stuff. I looked up what to do with the B because I just wanted to see what that could give me, and turns out it can give me a revolver, which was pretty cool. So I went over to the lure location where I found the B originally. I was able to find a hook, combine them both together. Then I was able to find another B. Then I replaced the hook B with that B, put the B into the other B location. The B comes to life, tries to kill you, and then you get a special item that then you bring it over to the graveyard that I found quite some time ago, and then you put it in and you get special items that then you interact with, and then it pops out the back, and then after the back pops out you put it into the specific spots, and after putting them into specific spots you get the revolver. I knew that there was a revolver. I could find ammo around the place, but I just never felt like it was necessary because I'm pretty sure I'm playing this game on very easy. On top of that, I found more ammo, and I was definitely maybe a tiny bit over prepared for the boss fight.
Okay, sir. I'm first gonna equip my shotgun. Oh, okay. You're gonna slash me up. I'm gonna shoot you again. I'm gonna shoot you again. I'm gonna shoot you again. We're gonna get sliced again. I'm gonna run into the corner right here. I'm gonna try to dodge you. Oh, but we're terrible at it. So now we're gonna try to heal. 2 shots off of running out. Oh. Oh my freaking god. 6 shotgun clips?
Yeah, He took 6 shots. That was definitely too many. That was definitely too much ammo that I gathered, but it is what it is. Just added on another like hour to my playthrough, but whatever. From there, I was stuck once again. That's awesome. Turns out I missed out a key that Wesker did drop. And once I obtained that key, I decided to walk up. Don't ask me why. I was like, I need to get out. And then I made my way up an elevator again. And then I found this specific battery that I put into a wall. And then I progressed further. And then after progressing further, I called in the helicopter and I finished the game. Yeah, I finished the game with the bad ending. So turns out, not only did I basically kill Rebecca by skipping that cutscene that I brought up before, which is great. On top of that, for some odd reason, my brain never went to, oh wait, I should probably go try to use this key to rescue Jill, just because, you know, it's been so long since I freaking found Jill. And Chris was the only one that escaped. So I got, I think, the worst possible ending. And also I played the game on very easy, which was a great discovery. Don't worry, I did just save before the boss fight. So what I ended up doing was redoing the boss fight, getting the keys, saving Jill, and then escaping with her. So don't worry, I did save her at some stage, which is cool, I guess. There's the game, ladies and gentlemen. This was an absolute disaster. Like, I know that it probably made for an entertaining video, but the playthrough was kind of not the best for me. I'm not too smart and I probably shouldn't have played it the way that I did. So if you want a good guide for how to play Resident Evil 1, don't play like I did. One thing I am completely impressed with was especially that this game came out in 1996, I think. So that means that people back then didn't have the ability to probably go on the internet and look up, or at least as easily look up guides like I did. For some of the stuff that I was truly stuck on, I did look up and I told you. And then I of course made my own discoveries. There were probably people that spent countless days looking into stuff and trying to figure it out, but I did it the other way. So yeah, that's the first game. So the story is essentially Umbrella made some weird experiments. Wesker is Umbrella or whatever, so he's dead. Rip Wesker. Sucks to be him, am I right? On top of that, Jill, Rebecca, Chris, some other characters did make it out in the canon ending, and I am very excited to play Resident Evil 2. So if you have watched this far into the video, which I know that there's probably a very little amount of you, but if you have watched this far into the video, I will be making Resident Evil 2. So we're going to be doing Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 7, 6, 7, whoa, and 8, and then 9, whatever comes out. I have till February. Clock is ticking. One last thing that I'm going to be doing is ranking this on a tier list. We're going to be putting this on a C. I'm kind of 50-50 with it. Like, it was good, but it is old, and I think it pissed me off more than it should have. So this is kind of like my own ranking of it. I know that a lot of people haven't played it, so hopefully maybe you enjoyed this video. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and maybe comment down below what you thought of the game if you have played it. I know I should replay it as Jill, and there's like a bunch of trophies that are super complicated, but I'm not going to be doing that. See you in the next video.